How we doing, guys? And it's finished. Arsenal 3, Nottingham Forest 0. And yeah, do you know what? The result was as comfortable as it may look. Martin Zubimendi with a Puskas contender, goal of the season. Oh, what a goal. Gyökeres, and then Zubimendi again, rising at the back post as though he was 6'4". But before I even speak about the game itself and I speak about those moments with the goals, I want to speak about Noni Madueke. And I want to publicly say right now, I got it wrong. Massively got it wrong. Because I tell you something, what I'm seeing right now is one hell of a player. Noni Madueke is making me and a lot of Arsenal fans eat their words. All of you that went as far as doing petitions not to bring Madueke to the club, you look like absolute idiots right now, because my word, what I'm seeing from him, and today, that performance, man of the match, by an absolute country mile. Outside, inside, his pace, how direct he was, the deliveries, absolutely everything he did was exceptional today. So good. And I know people will go, okay, it's only 4 games into the season. And I know all well that you have to do that consistently, you know, season after season and everything. But already, you know, Madueke's came from Chelsea to Arsenal. It's a new club and everything else. And he's taken his opportunity. Saka's been injured and we haven't missed him. That is the biggest compliment that you can pay to Noni Madueke, that we haven't missed Bukayo Saka, that we don't need to rush him back. You know, and this isn't just about today's game in general. We talk about the Liverpool game and how good he looked in that. We talk about the England games and how good he looked. Right now, he's a man in form. He's a man that's playing with confidence. And I can't wait to see more of what he can do. On the other side, Eberechi Eze, look at the difference. Look at the difference when you've got a player that knows how to play and has confidence. His little link-ups, certain moments and things he does within the game. The goal that Gyökeres scored, that was all because of Eze. First time. No messing about, no taking any touches, no thinking about what I'm going to do next. Just simply first time in the danger area. Go on, son, go get a goal, finish it off, game done. And that is the difference that we've been talking about. And that is the kind of player that we've been crying out for. But now let's go and talk about Martin Zubimendi. That first goal. My word, what a goal. The only kind of visual representation I can give you is Paul Scholes. Back in the day for Manchester United, he hit some absolute thunderbolts like that. And that's exactly what that was. And up until that point, we were playing against a very rigid and a very stubborn Nottingham Forest side. A Nottingham Forest side that didn't really look like they were going to cause us any danger at the other end. But you always have to be careful when you've got players like Chris Wood and you've got players like Morgan Gibbs-White. And they're a dangerous side. And it's as simple as that. But we were just so good. And that goal just opened things up. That just made things more comfortable. And it meant that we were able to be more fluid and expansive. And, you know, Martin Odegaard goes off within the first 20 minutes again, looks like his shoulder. And what I will say is that Ethan Nwaneri now has twice came in for Martin Odegaard in the home games. And we look fluid and we look like we don't miss Martin Odegaard. And again, it goes to the same situation with Noni Madueke and Bukayo Saka, is that the players coming in are doing so well that you're not missing players that you would normally always miss. And that, I feel, is the biggest compliment that you can pay. And another player that I'm going to speak about, and again, it's another where you look and you go, we're not missing who we would normally miss, which is William Saliba. And I look and I watch Christian Mosquera, and bar one moment where he got a bit tangled up with Jurriën Timber, he was immaculate. Again, There was a clearance in the second half. He done this header, really dangerous cross that Nottingham Forest put into the box. And he was so good. And do you know what? Gabriel is that good that you don't even talk about Gabriel anymore. Do you know that's the biggest compliment that I can pay to Gabriel? That you don't even speak about him anymore because he's that good. It's just standard procedure. It's just, oh, Gabriel played well. Okay. You're not surprised, are you? It's just standard. If he had a bad game, then you might speak about it because you're like, oh my God, did you see how poor that Gabriel was today or something like that? But you're not, because his performances are just always good. And you just come to expect it now. Calafiori, I think he had a good first half, but in the second half, I felt that Nottingham Forest tried to, expose his area. And I think the substitution was really good, bringing Miles Lewis-Skelly on, shut that down. Jurriën Timber, again, it's another exceptional performance. He's the best right back in the Premier League. Don't even argue with me over it. Argue with whoever you want. It's not even a debate. He's the best right back in the Premier League. End of discussion. Zubamendi spoke about him and everything else. Mikel Moreno played in midfield, played up front. Gyökeres, some really good link-up play. I saw some really good link-up play today. But his goal epitomizes what we've been speaking about. Supply him and he scores. It's that simple. And that's why when we signed Eze, I said that he could bring so much to Gyökeres' game. Because it's just simplified. One touch, pass, move. And that's what Gyökeres craves. That. Get it in the box and he's always going to be there. It's that simple. So yeah, all around, the whole, team was just very good. And I know before kickoff, and I wanted to speak about this point as well, is that Declan Rice was on the bench. And I think that's to do with the fact that he's played both games for England, been involved throughout the, first games in the season. And we got a big game in the Champions League on Tuesday, then Man City next Sunday. And what I would say is that these are the kind of games, and with all due respect to Nottingham Forest, these are the kind of games where we've needed to rest a Declan Rice, William Saliba, a Bukayo Saka, and that kind of thing. Where we've got a big game coming up on Tuesday and then Man City, and we're able to bring them out and you don't notice that they're missing. I think that the confusion before the game, or the kind of shock before the game, was because we're not used to it. We're not used to being able to say, you know what, this is the game that Declan will come out of the side, we'll play, this player or that player in there, and he's going to be nice and fresh and ready for Tuesday and Sunday and everything else. And I think that's where a bit of the shock with the selection was before the game, because people are just not used to that. But we're able to do that now. Our squad depth is ridiculous right now. It's ridiculous. No Saliba, no Saka, no Declan Rice starting, but yet we didn't miss none of them. None of them. And Odegaard off within the first 20 minutes. And we did not miss any of them. That says a lot about what we've got and what we've built and where we're going. And lastly, one thing that I wanted to say is that we've played 4 games this season and we've now kept 3 clean sheets. We've not even conceded a goal from open play this season. Do you know how mad that statistic is in the Premier League? The only goal we've conceded was an absolute weldy from Szoboszlai. We haven't conceded a goal from open play. And the only opportunity that I can remember Nottingham Forest having today was Chris Wood hitting the bar, and it wasn't because of an effort. The ball just smacked his chest from across and nearly scored a freak goal from. But we haven't conceded a goal in open play. 4 games in. Yeah, I'm liking what I'm seeing. I really, really enjoyed that game today. Really enjoyed that game. So, listen, there we go. That is it. you know, for my match reaction. And as usual, let me know in the comment section what you thought about the performance, all the different players, etc., etc. And yeah, we go to Tuesday night. Bilbao Champions League starts again, so keep an eye out. There will be a player ratings for this game, then the preview for that game, everything else. Busy time of the year and everything. So yeah, you know what to do. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot very soon. I'm out of here.